Please remove your caps and join me in asking God's blessing upon our offerings. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. God our Father, you created us to strive for the best in all things. Grant to these athletes, coaches, and fans the grace to strive toward excellence during this game. We pray for the safety of these athletes. Protect them from injury and harm, and instill in them respect for each other. Let competition make them strong, but never hostile, and forbid them to rejoice in the adversity of others. The Almighty God bless you, the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Please face the flag. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran red, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave. Now to tonight's ceremony. First, the victory to our Richwoods Knights. Number 1, Pregame. No, that's the company. Number 5, Number 6, You guys ready? No. Number 1, Dylan Bear. Number 6, Joel McIntyre. Number 7, Caden Hudson. Number 10, Number 16, Stevie Bowman. Number 16, Number 19, Pastor Higgins. Number 10, Nathan Howard. And number 22, John Sycamore. That is the first on my team, assisted by Danny Driscoll, Danny Cook, Noel Gabetta, and Mark Stroud. Very good.
Welcome, Peoria Notre Dame sports fans, particularly soccer fans of the men's varsity team. I'm Rob Kenny here with my partner, Matt Blackford. We're here to bring you this cross-neighborhood rivalry between your Peoria Notre Dame Irish and the Richwood Knights. We have a beautiful night here for soccer. Matt, we have the Irish coming off what for them this year is unprecedented. Game following a loss.
Yeah, I mean, I think rough one, wasn't there, didn't see much of it. Saw a couple highlights, but we really kind of dug ourselves a hole and really couldn't get out, and every time you get out a little bit, they kind of throw us right back into the pit, so to speak.
Yeah,
so
tough conference, Big 12 and everything, but especially soccer.
And that's something we talked about last broadcast, was that it's
did.
just so difficult to win a Big 10 conference because you just never know who's going to get who on any given night.
We talked about everybody's got that one bad loss, but that one unexpected loss and one unexpected tie, the lightning bolt you didn't see coming, and it hit the Irish on Tuesday.
And it's important, and it's really imperative that they come out hard tonight, to get themselves back at the top of the table here, so to speak. And we've got to have a good showing here. Obviously, it's an emotional game. We're less than a mile apart. There's been a lot of transfers back and forth, from Richwoods to Notre Dame to Richwoods. So there's a lot of probably mixed emotion going on tonight. And, Notre Dame's got to play their game and not fall into playing Richwoods' game.
Yeah, cannot play the emotional game. The Irish have the better record, but on paper are the better team, but you really kind of throw all that stuff out right now.
Yeah.
Richwoods comes in. We'll see what they're doing here, and then we'll give you a little bit of the biography of the Richwoods team under Coach Eisfelder. The ball goes out into the crowd. Richwoods comes in at, I think, 7-4-1, 3-2-1 in the conference.
You look across the, you're looking across the pitch here, and they're big kids, good size on them. It's going to be a game.
Yeah.
Our guys are not very big, but we do play hard.
Caden Hudson, a very nice ball.
Obviously an emotional game for Hudson. There's been talk all week about what's going to happen in this game and how things are going to react. And that's a bad foul there. That's probably going to get a card.
We know Kane's emotion fuels a lot of the positive aspects of his games. It also can fuel some of the ones that the coaches would like to rein in a little bit.
Yep, for sure. This is, I think the fans love it. The kids probably love it. As a coach, you hate it. Hate the emotion aspect of it. It's like if you could just have a non-emotional opponent to play against and just say, hey, this is how we match up, and this is how what we're gonna do, and this is what they're gonna do, and let's try to figure it out. All
right, Dylan Bear, the Irish goalkeeper, becomes the first keeper to touch a ball in this game there off a flicked header from a long free kick. No danger in it. Yeah, played coach for going on 50 years here, and I've met about 6 people in my life who really actually played better when they were angry. And I got about 6,000 that thought they did.
Yeah. No one does.
Unless you're Michael Jordan, or unless you're, it just doesn't happen.
To be able to channel that in the right way is a difficult thing.
Yeah, knowing what it does is it causes you to be myopic and tunnel vision. All right, both teams are just feeling each other out here as expected. Actually, I think that's probably a good thing for the game for both teams. Spend about these first 10 minutes just kind of trading some jabs.
Yeah,
not looking for. It'd be nice if you're Notre Dame side of it, if we could throw a haymaker here in the first 10 minutes, but I doubt that's how this plays out.
Notre Dame's tackling hard. I mean, they're two hard fouls, probably very close to yellows. The first one I thought was for sure. That one maybe not, but it's the same guy, so he's going to get a talking to.
Yeah, next one will be.
But Notre Dame's doing a nice job. They're winning these balls out of the air and winning the second ball. So we'll kind of see how things progress here. We'd like to see, like you said, drop the hammer early here. We always play better when we get a goal early.
It is. It's one of the things Coach Bear and his staff have been harping on. Let's get a goal earlier. Let's get 2 goals earlier.
This is a nice build-up by Richwoods, really inside, outside, back outside again. They look good.
Yeah.
Richwoods looks good. That's just kind of uncalled for. I thought that was a foul. And we get ours there, so
yep.
I'm sure.
That is going to be a free kick for the Irish, earned by Caden Hudson right at the top of the box, right at the top of the D. Scoring directly opportunities is probably what we'd like to have a little more angle on this. A little straight on. But
sometimes this one's you're 100% right. Sometimes you'd rather have this thing outside the D so that you can, you know, it's an arguable point. Some people love it in the middle of the pitch because they can go either way, and, you know, you set a wall one way, and if you got somebody good enough, he goes the other way. But, you know, at the same time, I kind of like the angle because you don't know if you're going to shoot then or if you're going to drop a ball on the backside to somebody making a run.
I like it when there's a near and a far post. If you're in the middle.
Well hit, and the wall did stand up to it.
Wall did their job. Good job by Richwoods' defense there.
Hudson doing a nice job of getting in the box. He needs to get service off. It's an emotional game for him. You know, he wants to do well, and he wants to kind of show these guys up, so to speak, I would think. But
yeah, that's part of it.
You got to play the team game. Right?
Yeah, well, you show them up by showing how you fit, how well you fit into the Irish team concept, and how your individual skills fit within that concept. And Kane knows that.
Really good win there by Notre Dame to kind of win it in the back. Got him on that one, though.
Yeah, I got him for a little tug on the hip there. Turn him around. The Irish are without number 4, Tommy Graham, who would normally be starting, and number 18, Sebastian Salazar. He usually comes in off the bench and really changes the game. Sebastian's got an ankle sprain, he said, from the manual game. I was a little worried when I saw it, but he said it's really wrapped heavily, so it's not as swollen as it looked.
I noticed Graham was in street clothes when I got here, and that kind of concerned me a bit. But I know he's been dealing with a couple of the nagging things, and, you know, rather take care of it this time of the year than have it be a more than nagging thing in end of October.
I believe he played against Normal West when we were here, right? Tommy played, but then must have picked up something at West or
Manual.
Yeah, maybe it was Manual. Can't imagine he would have played too much at Manual, but
that runs a little too much straight up the middle of the pitch there. You know, I think we've got to get out wide. They've got good numbers there.
Good ball there, and I was trying to pick out number 11, Brian Pimentel, making a good run. That ball might have been just a little bit too direct also for Richwoods. Hard to run onto a ball that comes almost straight over your head. And Dylan Barron coming in off a varied kicking night last night at the football game. Some great kickoffs.
He did a nice job last night.
He
got the ball in the end zone for us, and
yes, he did.
Make sure
a couple inside the 5.
Made sure that they couldn't return balls for us. I think they had a chance to return 2, and, you know, our coverage team did a pretty nice job against their guys. They're fast and quick, and then he dropped the one in that we were able to get an onside on. That was really nice too.
That was beautiful. I said it was like chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver, only it was between the kicker and the receiver.
Good ball.
Very nice ball in there by Joel McIntyre. Forces a save from the goalkeeper, from Brecken Cady. Name familiar to all Irish fans.
Yep.
Did a good job there, dealing with it. Quick throw by the
Brecken's
Knights.
a kid that's wants to show out tonight as well. You know, he's a kid that wants to show that maybe should have been able to, wanted to stay, possibly stay here, but who knows?
Yeah, he would be looking for a clean sheet.
Great hit.
All right, was that Enrique? Popped that one off?
Yeah, Enrique with a great tackle right there at the middle, and then got up and took a kind of a clearing touch, and then was able to get one off, but not on frame.
Yeah, dragged it wide to the left.
He's tackled hard tonight. I mean, he has had 3 solid tackles.
I think we got the perfect amount of moisture on the field, too, for some tackles. Got just a little bit of dew starting to form. Rained some last night. But you know well, you were standing in it.
Yep.
I was in a booth. I don't know if that makes you feel better.
And that.
Great ball down there. It hits Caden, but he's able to control it.
Caden's going to take him on.
He's going to use his speed. Try to get a 1v1. Yep, going to get a first corner of the game for either team out of it. Good job by Caden. I love the way he forced the action there. Yeah. He did not wait.
You know,
he did not hold it up.
Any young kids that are at home watching this, I mean, when you see a kid get the ball in his foot within the offensive third, you got to go with speed. You got to go fast as you can. You got to make up your mind what you're going to do. You don't. There's nothing fancy about what he does. He just goes fast. He changes his pace a little bit, and he gets himself into dangerous positions, and he forces things to happen when now we have a corner kick out of it. Let's see if we can capitalize here.
Max Mattarelli taking one, going to drop it in near the near post. The Irish get a header on it that loops over and lands on the roof of the net.
That looked like might have been Thatcher got on that end of that one. He seems to win a lot of balls, and he's not a very big kid, but he just has a nose to get in there and get on the end of them.
Yeah, I would think it's probably Thatcher who is taking Tommy Graham's place in the starting 11, moving in from his super sub position, maybe probably usually the first sub off the bench, just starting now. He does, and he's not the tallest kid in any scrum. But he wins his fair share of 50-50 balls. All right, getting down to almost 9 minutes, almost down to that magical sort of 10 minutes where both teams should be. Little of the adrenaline's come out, little of the emotion is seeped back to normal levels. Everybody's starting to work up a sweat. Coaches have seen some stuff now, and maybe they can start to adjust.
I'm impressed with Richwoods right now. I mean obviously, I hate to say that, but I'm impressed with how well they've possessed, knocked the ball around, switched the point of attack.
Yeah.
You know, probed balls into the middle, then came back out. They're doing a nice job. I mean, they're kind of playing the way we like to play.
Yeah,
you know, two similar styles tonight.
That was 24 Tanner Monrad did that last bit of work here down the right side, right in front of us.
It really is like watching a mirror here. You know, like we hit a probing ball, we play back out. You know, they're doing the exact same things.
All right, center ref.
Not sure what happened.
Marty Dahlquist. Yeah, the ball hit Marty. Hit our center ref in the back. It's a handball, actually. He's never going to call it on himself, no. So we get a drop ball there. Joe McIntyre throws that in, trying to find. He's trying to find Andrew Bonham, it looked like. Intervened Richwoods, though. Irish get a throw in. And get a long throw in here from Caden. Yep, his throw-ins are about 80% corner kick when he gets deep enough.
Let's see the Irish get on the end of one here. Just maybe flick to the back post. Flick that.
Well, that is Irish win the second
danger,
ball.
Danger.
They're going to win the third ball. They get a
there
shot at going in. The Irish.
Great finish. Just hitting a nice low driven ball on the top of the deck and just putting it in the backside. That's just unbelievable.
The Irish reacted. Had 3 guys react to that ball quicker than any of the Knights did.
Yeah.
We had the initial flick on header, or the initial defensive header that just really kind of popped up in a dangerous position. The Irish then flicked it on, bounced back out to near the top of the box, and the Irish buried it.
Great finish.
You finished that?
The Irish, you know, keeping it alive. You know, that first ball was won by Richwoods, but then we were able to kind of scrum it up a little bit and get it to knock down in there, and we were able to finish. That's awesome.
It comes at 29-18, just right about that.
Now you got to respond here.
Yeah, that magical 10-minute mark I was talking about. The Irish got a goal in there.
Got to respond here. Got to play hard. Can't give one up. Can't have a letdown.
Yeah.
You know, it's imperative here in the next 5-6 minutes that you just
game's not won.
No, keep
Richwoods
playing your
quitting.
style. Keep doing what you need to do.
Get this ball on the ground. Switch field.
Well
there we
done
go.
Here by the Irish. Kind of get the ball over here. Switch the point of attack. Find Enrique out here. You know, anytime Enrique's one-on-one, it's like just beat that guy. Beat one guy and see what happens.
Yeah.
See, he can beat one guy. Now what you've set yourself up with these 2v1s, you know, deep in the offensive third. And that's what we want, especially when it's him and Caden.
Yeah, he provides a lot of what Caden provides on the right side.
Yep.
I mean, you'll see Caden all over the pitch, but titularly, Caden's supposed to be on the right, and Enrique is supposed to be on the left here, and he provides about 98% of what you're getting out of Caden.
Watch right here. Watch right here.
Who scored that goal, Matt? I just realized I don't know who scored the goal. I did not see who put their foot through it.
Man, now that you said, who did score that?
Hey, my guess would be Bonham, but I don't know.
I was more impressed with the fact that we were able to knock it, you know, win the second ball, knock it back down on the deck, and then just a blast to the back post. Under control, too.
We got more than the good thing is we got more than a few guys it could have been. Could have been Stick. Could have been Andrew.
Could have been Thatcher.
Yeah.
Could have been Bonham. Could have been Oliver.
Yeah, could have been Fabi. I don't think it was Fabi.
I don't think it was Fabi.
Yeah, Fabi.
Great tackle.
So thin.
Oh,
the Irish.
That might get in.
Oh,
nope.
I think he kept it out.
No,
I think that's a great job by Bracken Katie. Keep that ball out. Excellent stop, but all the topspin on the ball took it behind him. I don't think we need to go to VAR for that.
you're fighting for your life right now.
Yeah.
You know, you had two of those that have had, you know, they've just had point-blank shots come at you through traffic, and those are difficult reactionary saves.
Yeah,
for
you
keepers.
see them so late.
Great ball.
Good job by Katie coming out there to control of it, and they called the Irish for a foul on the keeper, I think, probably.
I think he'd rather have the ball in his hands right now.
Probably, yeah. Take a little more time, take a little step up, get the ball out a little further. Good win there by number 9 for the Irish. Nevin Liebert, first time we've called his name today,
Nevin,
not the first time.
Nevin could have been the kid, too, that hit that ball.
Yeah. Problem is they're all wearing the same uniform.
Yeah.
Really helpful if they each had their own uniform, like, you know, fashion show or something. All right, whoever scored it, and we'll get that to you, folks. I know you probably know at home if you're listening to us, because you've seen replays that we haven't seen. It's 26 minutes. The Irish have a 1-0 lead in this cross-conference, not cross-conference, but intra-conference rivalry. All right. Andrew Bonham with the goal there. Thank God the coaching staff's paying attention better than the broadcasters.
Another opportunity. Balls are just falling to our feet,
Thatcher.
you know, and we got to take advantage of that, because at some point they will quit falling to our feet.
Yeah, that was it. I love the way Thatcher just snatched at that immediately.
I think
Takes the deflection, and Irish get a kick, corner kick.
He needed to have a little more confidence in his left foot there.
Yeah.
You know, and just because it was set up right there, but
Yeah.
he tried to come across it with his right, and he just didn't have an angle that
He had
way.
the entire goal face to shoot at with his left foot. Very small. Deep one down to the back corner.
Oh, great.
I love that. Loved all of that.
I love bringing the ball back, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The ball goes to the back post, Caden heads it back to the near post, and we have a chance to put a hit on it.
Yep, there
Lot
was
of
Nathan
pressure.
Oliver just didn't quite get the contact he was looking for, but I love the idea. He was thinking about scoring.
A lot of pressure here by the Irish. We got to capitalize on
Yeah,
one
we do.
here.
Yeah, pressure without any sort of result is just, you know, time that went off the clock in which you didn't take advantage. Max Matterelli throwing another one in here. Missed.
We got to go get it. I think he thought he wasn't going to.
Yeah, couldn't quite
great
play the
shot.
Oh, it was a great job by Oliver.
Another rebound. You know, he's not. Katie's not doing a really great job of catch. Oh, great idea there. That's a great idea, but he's not doing a really good job of catching and holding. He's parrying a lot of balls, and we've got to, you know, we've got to finish some of these chances on these rebounds.
Partly that's due to the
pace of the ball.
Pace of the ball, and some of it is, I think, a couple of those are just coming through a sea of legs. Yeah. He is getting it late. The Irish are putting it there.
We need to get the ball this side of the field. Yeah, take that space. One more pass through the back line, I think, would have been better.
Yeah,
I think
one more pass there to Oliver, and then Oliver to Enrique.
And that makes those defenders and midfielders have to make a decision, and it's going to free up Enrique a little bit there. Good win.
Call Thatcher Hogan for.
That's a tough one there. I mean, Thatcher's going straight up. He kind of does lean over him a little bit to win it, you know, and there's really not an attempt by the Richwoods kid to win it, so that's a tough one.
Yeah, and man pushed him in the back.
Yeah. But you know what? It looked worse than it was. And I think that's Coach Bear's argument right now, is asking that he needs to jump with him and not try to undercut him.
Yeah, not competing.
Yeah.
That's a good
That's
win
a handball.
there.
Ooh, I thought that was a handball. Saying it went to his shoulder. I stand corrected.
There you go. That'd be a lesson to you. All right, let's see if the Irish can gain control of this. And you hate to have this momentum sort of seep out of the balloon for the Irish here. They're really putting a lot of air into this balloon, and you'd like to see it pop. And Richwoods is trying to keep it open. Subs in for Richwoods. Number 14 running across the pitch to take the throw in. Jorge Vasquez. One of the subs who's not a starter. There's Cade moving to the center of the
little
pitch
play
now.
there.
Yeah.
I like that.
Oh, love that ball there from Cade.
I'm wondering if we didn't quit I wonder if we didn't keep coming out here out wide, how we're going to get it. We would have gotten service for sure then.
Yeah.
I guarantee it.
Caden attracts so much attention when he's running those perpendicular runs instead of parallel runs. When he's going across the top of the box instead of into it. He has some gravity.
A little slow getting to that ball. Liebert needed to really work hard to kind of get to that ball there. And I don't think he felt the pressure that was on him. I think turnovers here can be costly, you know, because they're not just going to bang it out. They're going to possess, and they're going to try to work the ball forward and get some scoring chances.
Yeah, there's no reason for Richards to change what they're doing just because they're down 1-0. I mean, it was working in the first 8 minutes of the game.
Good read.
Number 5, Asa Wagner, trying to provide.
That's a foul.
Yep. And eventually end up with a free kick for Richwoods. About 40 yards out.
Not a terrible foul, but still it can be a dangerous place right now, just depending on how Richwoods decides to drop it in here.
Wagner certainly has the leg to do this. He had the creative forces inside the box to do something with it. He's going to play it.
I like the short.
Slightly short.
I'll be honest with you, I like the short.
Just changing the angle.
Yep. Notre Dame's got to get on this ball and get it out. There we go.
That's a good job, Max Mattarelli down there. Doing exactly what you asked for.
Well, Richwoods, they're not to be trifled with. I'm telling you, they've got some skillful kids. They've got some kids that can possess. They're technical. You know, they've got a good. Tactically, they're sound. This is not one to mess around with. I mean, we got to get a second goal.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to reward yourself. I mean,
yeah.
There's.
Well, and the longer it stays 1-0, the more hope.
Yeah.
You know, it creeps into everyone's.
The longer
minds.
It stays 1-0, the more it seems to Richards like it's nothing.
Oh, that's us.
I got to get your head on. You got to win that one, Coach.
Yeah.
Got to win that one, Coach.
If I don't win it, Bradshaw will win it. I'm not going to let that happen.
Yeah, Steven, he's a basketball player.
He'd use his hands.
He's not. He's going to use his hands. That's right.
Bradshaw try to use some flying ninja move or something.
The Irish playing it out of the back here after winning the throw-in.
Get it out of there.
Yeah. A little more.
When I say get it out of there, get it to our feet.
Yes. I was going to say, it's a little more just kicking the ball to kick the ball instead of trying to connect with a teammate right now. You know, which is, I haven't done some sort of sabermetric study on this, but it seems after the first 10 or 12 minutes of a game that we tend to lose that. And we start out with those nice triangle passes, and we're connecting it, we're finding feet, and we're trying to string 6 or 7 passes together. And then it seems like we start making our passes now 20 yards, 25 yards, 30 yards. Oh, we got a big here. Sticklemeyer's right there. He rounded the keeper, but couldn't quite get the ball to do what he wanted it to do. Good job by Dillon, though, putting so much pressure on the goalie.
Probably just took a half-second too much to kind of toe poke it by him.
Yeah, love the toe poke, though. All right, Irish. Corner kick from the left corner here. They got danger out of this last time. They got a header there. Caden Hudson's going to bring it down and bring it out a little bit. Couldn't find his, well, there's the first bit of a.
Bradshaw should have had that.
Step and a dive, Coach Bradshaw. Step and a dive.
Bradshaw should have had that.
If you put on a headset, you'd hear all this talk about you. Oh, sorry.
Should have had that.
Oh, shit. I'm not jumping on this thing.
Come on.
Much safer to jump out of this thing than it is to stand on this trap door.
We all have to do dangerous things, Stephen.
All right, Darius looking to get back here and get the pressure and get back into the attacking third. 17.5 minutes to go, Irish. 1-0 lead came just under the 30-minute mark. And Andrew Bonham took advantage of reacting quicker to a ball that was ping-ponging around in the Richwoods box to give the Irish the opening salvo in this Big 12 conference game. There's a great square ball there.
Yeah, We're doing a decent job of switching the point of attack, and I think Richwoods is doing a pretty good job of kind of pinning it once we do that too. Kind of getting their guys over and not allowing us to kind of go back into the middle. Here's a chance. We've got to be a little quicker. Once that ball gets out here, we probably need to probe a little bit more into the middle right away to kind of keep them from moving so quickly over to pin us on the one side. Oh, that's what, about 16 minutes left, so there's a little bit of fatigue that's setting in.
Emotional game. We've talked about it before like that. You feel more tired at this point of the game. That is a nice kick.
That is a deep, deep ball.
Probably deeper than they really wanted because you couldn't do anything except go to the Irish keeper. Bear handled it on the first hop.
That's just a loss of possession.
It's impressive, though. Yeah. I've never kicked a ball that far. I know you have, but I haven't.
I don't know if I have. There's a chance for Caden to just get something out of this here. Get a corner, get service.
Oh,
great
nice
service
job.
Right in the 6. Well job by Richwoods defender to clear that ball up.
Yep. Get out of the 6. Yeah, get out of danger.
That's a do or don't, and if you don't, bad things are going to happen.
It was a beautiful. That started with a beautiful little half lob, half pass in there from Teddy LaHood. Find Caden, and Caden got the service in low and hard across the box, forcing another Irish corner kick here. Andrew Bottom taking it from his accustomed left corner spot. He throws that one in low.
Yeah, and you know what? Almost every one of these corners, that's a goal.
That's going to go in. Yes, that's Dylan Stickelmeyer.
Nice. We have won every first ball on every corner kick that we've had, and theirs.
I'm sorry, it's Nathan Oliver.
Oliver got
20,
that
not
one.
22.
That's That's a big goal.
Perfectly placed. You saw it as soon as it left his foot.
I
It
was
was going to tuck it
in.
into the side netting. Gives the Irish a 2-goal lead here in this important cross-neighborhood rivalry. Comes at the 16-26 mark, 15-26 mark. The Irish nation over there in black out, except for the pink ladies and the green men. Everybody else wearing black.
Big goal there. To be up 2-0 with, like you said, 15-something left in the first half. That has a tendency sometimes to take the air out of your balloon, so to speak. And if they can work really hard here in the next 15 minutes and try and get a third and be up, and hold them out, being up 3-0 at halftime is,
completely changes it.
It changes everything,
What I like is these goals have been coming off of corner kicks and things like that. This is the best the Irish have looked on set pieces this season.
We always talked about if you can get 10 set pieces and you can score on 1 out of 10. That's a pretty good ratio.
Yeah, didn't score directly off either of those corner kicks, but it was the corner kick that started it.
But we've scored off 2 of them. I mean, I would say those are goals off those set pieces.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I mean. That's what it was a corner kick was the first kick.
So you're getting good chances, and I'd be interested to look at the stat line to see how many we've had. We've had at least, I would say, 5. So
that was Andrew's third. I think Max has hit 2 from the right side. So I
mean, 2 for 5. That's pretty good.
Yeah. I think the key is we've won the first ball on all of them. I think Richwoods hasn't been able to get in front of us.
I'd have to look back at it, but I almost feel like Richwoods is trying to kind of zone it up a little bit, and you know what? If you're not really good at that, man, it can be dangerous.
You're not good at it. You're not guarding anybody.
I like zoning it. I've liked zoning it as a coach when I've had a bunch of stinking studs, that can just. I know they're going to go win a ball or they're going to die trying,
Yeah.
And then when you don't have those kids that are fearless, in the 18, then you've got a man mark and just pull them off their paths.
You got kids who think man in the zone means you're manning the actual grass and not the guy who trots through that grass. There's a problem. Same thing in basketball.
Those zonal defenders are that are really good are just beast. They take huge ownership in the area. What was it?
I don't know.
Horns?
Noisemakers. There are no air horns, no noisemakers at IESA or IHSA events, folks.
You don't get Joe angry.
Don't make him come over there. You're lucky my brother isn't down there. Drop the hand, you're arresting people. All right, now it's tantamount for Richwoods to, I mean, they really need to score.
Yeah, they've got to push here. They've got to really throw some numbers forward.
Yeah.
They've got to try to do
They're not here
what
for a
we've
moral
done.
victory.
No.
They're not here to lose 2-0 and say, hey, we played them even over the last 60 minutes of the game. That's not what Coach Eisfelder and his kids are about.
No.
They have dreams of finishing in the top 3 of the conference. Their losses and ties probably preclude them from finishing better than that, but you still want to win.
Yeah.
You still absolutely want to
Well,
win.
I think for them, sometimes it's more of we know we can't win it, but we're not going to let them win it.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. You're playing, there is some satisfaction in playing spoiler. And in this series, Richwoods has a 1-game winning streak, remember? They won last year.
Did not fare well last year in this game.
We did not. However, we are now 2-0 lead with slightly under 12 minutes to go. Dylan Bear's going to back up and handle that with his hands. Irish, he's going to roll it out. Back to Max Matarelli. Max is going to play it out. So there we go. That's just what I like to see. Make the Richwoods defense move. Get it over here. Andrew Bonham trying to find Enrique. It's going to take a...
Man, Enrique is just a madman today on these tackles.
I'll tell you what, he is going into them full-throated.
Ooh, a little deke there like he was going in to get that kind of slide. And let's see where that's...
Well, throws some good service today. That's head high.
Katie there.
Yeah, Katie did a good job.
Good step.
He popped in by number 16, Fabio Ariano. If he catches that perfectly, that might go over and into the back of the net.
You never know.
No, you never know. We've seen games won on single goals scored that way. Enrique comes out now for a well-deserved rest. Declan Schuler comes in to take his spot. Declan's impressed every time he's put his freshman frame out on the pitch.
I think he's grown since the first game.
I wouldn't put it past him. I'm not sure Colin's done growing yet, to be honest with you.
I went to get my haircut today from Jim the barber, and he was like, what's the deal with these Schuler kids? Where's the size coming from? I'm like, I don't know. I said, I know their grandfather's, he was a decent-sized guy, but I know he's not that tall.
I don't know. He spent a lot of time in the chemistry room. I don't know what's going on in there. A lot of smoke coming out of the chimney late at night. Who knows what they're...
Green smoke.
No, you had that athleticism of Schuler's, including McKenzie. He wasn't tall, but might have been the better athlete out of all of them. He had about 6'8" It's a good combination.
Yeah.
All right, about 9.5 minutes to go here in this first half. Irish, well-earned, well-deserved 2-0 lead. Trying to
Good read
preserve
there.
it and extend it. A throw in here from just past the Irish bench. Flicked on very nicely there by number 10 for Richwoods.
Thatcher there to win it.
And it's Connor Benway. Thatcher there to win it is something we say a lot. Now we shall get a goal kick out of this. All right, the Irish need to play this last 8.5 minutes the way they've played the first 31.5 minutes. Just keeping up relentless pressure, stringing passes together, and making life generally miserable.
Great crowd.
The Richwoods keeper.
This crowd has, I looked over earlier, now that I look over again, it's
people
really grown.
Latecomers are coming in. Of course, Richwoods travels well anyway, but you don't have very far to travel when you're coming to Notre Dame, or Notre Dame's going to Richwoods. Oh, great job by Caden, keeping pressure on, yeah. It's going to be a force the goal kick. love Caden putting pressure on like that. That is him putting in a defensive shift. It could lead to some instant offense.
Irish
That
done
ball
nice.
falls great.
Another win by the Irish. We have won almost every 50-50 ball.
Yeah. Well,
And second ball.
Thatcher
Aside
Hogan
from-
again. Yeah.
Aside from that foul there, I think we're going to win that second ball.
It's about the 10th time we've said Thatcher or Hogan wins the ball. It's a great example of you don't have to be the tallest kid out there, lankiest kid out there. He just somehow finds a way. Mason Wagner again puts service in there off of that free kick. A little bit of an awkward attempt there by the Richwoods Knights. Going to lead to a. No, they're going to keep possession. Over in the gloaming part of the universe over there where it's hard to see. That's a good win there by number 17, Carter Rogers, came in the game a few minutes ago for Richwoods.
That ball has a tendency to sit on that side over there. I think
it's a little bit.
Caden recognized that too. Like, ooh, that ball is probably not going
to go out as
not
soon
gonna
as
go
they
out.
think.
It was a great throw. Great throw to get them in. I mean, it was a 2-on-1 there. If we could have corralled it.
Yeah, if we could get that ball to drop it just a second earlier. But I like that there was two Irish guys who reacted to it.
That might be the first 50-50 ball we've lost right there.
I'm
but
not
we
sure
did win the
I'm
second
not
ball.
sure Joel didn't get his foot on it and actually
You
win
think
it.
so?
I thought he might have wrapped his leg around there, yeah.
That's good. I mean, we won the second ball.
This Caden there is a good example too there. He knows that ball's going to stay in.
There's a little bit of ridge over there that kind of holds it where the end line or the touch line over there sits. Kind of sits on top of a little ridge, and that ball just has a tendency to just stay in.
That's where all the bodies are buried, right? So it hasn't quite settled yet.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah.
No comment.
Right, the Irish is in a dangerous position. This is really basically a de facto corner kick for us. Stick it on frame.
Get it.
And
Surprised Richwoods didn't push us out. They just kind of let us sit back in the 6. I would have been screaming at my guys to get them out, get them up to like the 12 or something.
Yeah. That was,
but, letting our guys sit back there, the balls are just kind of been dropping and laying where we want them.
Yeah, either dropping and finding our feet or dropping and running across the face of the goal. Neither of which the goalkeeper is thrilled about. All right, now we get a nice throw in here. He just put up a really nice one.
Ooh.
Caden Hudson, that one's going to go find the middle of the box. Almost found the penalty spot. Under the 5-minute mark here. The Irish really would consider a 3-0 lead to be their just desserts, their just rewards for how they've played here in this first 40 minutes, first 35 minutes now.
Definitely have played well. We've held on to possession. We've got the ball wide. We've got a lot of we haven't floated any balls in, but we have driven balls into the area that have been dangerous. Line change for Richwoods here.
Yes, and here's a line change here. Bring it in. It's causing other guys to shift their positions too. So Coach Eisfelder's probably going to, you do something like this, obviously you're going to talk to you guys, but you're doing this to see how it works for the next 4 minutes and maybe go with it at the start of the second half?
Possibly, I mean, it's not a bad idea, to kind of, test out your theories late in the first half. But yeah, I mean, that's a very possible thing to do. I mean, I was never I never did much of that.
Yeah.
I usually kind of waited till halftime when I could get everybody together and, say, hey, we're gonna change our formation and go to this, and these are the things that we've worked at in practice the last couple of weeks to deal with this situation. So let's go ahead and enact it now. I think sometimes it's hard, especially when you have to change personnel.
Yeah.
To get everybody on the same page.
I was looking to see there, Coach Nate Eisfelder is talking to one or two of the kids after they come off, so it is, I think there's something he wants to put in their head for the second half. I doubt we would see those kids come back in. Might as well just give them these 3 minutes.
Sometimes you're just giving somebody an extra, like you said, 3-4 minutes of breather can be a big deal.
Yeah.
I always loved to be able to take a kid off with 3 to 5 minutes left and felt comfortable. If I felt comfortable with it, like, hey, let's get her, instead of getting 10, let's give her 15. Because I know she's going to go 40 for me after that.
Yeah, that's going to be my next question. Is that because you're going to put them in? For Richwoods, it's going to be because they're going to have to play quicker. They're going to have to press more. They're going to have to throw numbers forward here eventually.
That's what I think they're going to have to do. I think they're going to have to. They played with this flat back 4 for the whole half, and you can't do it. You're going to have to.
Yeah.
You're going to have to go even, 3 in the back and go with more midfielders or put some guys up top.
David Joseph desperately just trying to create the space he needed. Only a couple times he got within about 4 inches of having it and being able to crack off a shot, but good job by the defense.
Yeah, kudos to Richwoods' defender there to just kind of nag him until he can't,
Yeah, ended up taking him to the sideline.
Going to bring it back here.
Yeah, another good run there by
it's probably the right call.
Tanner Monrad. I thought it was the right call in the eye test the first time. Yeah, as was the advantage.
He tried to get him twice.
And 500. Against Tanner Monrad, number 24. It's the second or third time he's made something of a nice run down here from his right defensive position. They obviously trust him to make some galloping runs into the offensive half and then look to serve the ball. I know he's got a cannon of a right leg. He's going to drop this thing right at the top of the 18. It's a good ball.
Great ball.
Pops back out to Caden Hudson, though.
Let's see if we can counter this.
Ball on the ground.
I'd like to get the ball over here on the left side.
We got a robust clearance there right at the minute mark for the Irish.
Great catch by the fan.
It was a very nice catch by the fan.
Fortunately, doesn't get to keep it.
You do not get to keep those, no. Wasn't that the hard way? All right, seeing the last 40 seconds here, the Irish can build one last attack. At the very least, keep Richwoods on the defensive.
I feel like Richwoods is going with a higher pressure here in the last couple minutes. Their forwards are pressing more. He's on.
All right, Caden Hudson.
Yeah, 24 held him on.
Yep, held his run nicely there. Caden's going to try to get off a left-footed shot here. Maybe no, he finds his. Oh, it just bounces away from Declan Schuler.
Yeah, just unfortunately, just a kind of a hard touch by Declan.
Yep.
I don't know if he was expecting to get the ball there.
It looked like it hit him a little higher up on the ankle, not on the instep. But that will see the game out here. There's triple zeros on the scoreboard. That ball is dead. It is 2-0 Irish on the important part of the scoreboard.
Yep.
Irish score a goal from Andrew Bonham, and then they get a goal from Nathan Oliver, putting themselves in a great position as the second half starts to put this game to bed in the early part of it, get that 3-0 lead, and then force Richwoods to do things they don't want to do, things they hadn't planned on doing when this game started. And we'll be back in about 10 minutes of real time, folks. We'll see you then.
Good half, everybody. That went quick.
Welcome, Peoria Notre Dame soccer fans, to our initial broadcast of this 2022 Peoria Notre Dame men's soccer season. I'm Rob Kenny here with my longtime partner, Matt Blackford. We're happy to bring you our first game, home game. There it is, and it's Caden, and it's Caden. Off a beautiful free kick for the Irish.
Oh, wow. He puts it in. Wow. Look at that, his first touch, probably. Oh, they throw a beautiful one in. The Gutzweiler, and he puts it down. Wow. The Irish have taken the lead unbelievably. 5.
Darkness and the light. Yeah. This one seems, I don't know, this one seems to be.
Actually, it's 4 acres.
Yeah. It's interesting because it looks kind of fine right now. But in the game, you look around. In the game, the ball just goes, you couldn't just it's literally happening. Welcome back, Peoria Notre Dame men's varsity soccer fans, to the second half of this Richwoods versus Notre Dame Big 12 conference matchup. Nobody has a perfect first half or a perfect result, but the Irish have to be pretty dang happy to be up 2-0 with 40 minutes left in this game.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you want to obviously get on top of your opponent as quickly as you can, and we did that, in the first 10 minutes by scoring, and then getting another kind of little bit of an insurance goal later on, and then we pressed really, really well throughout that first half to try to get a third one, and I think, you can hear the guys, and we always kind of eavesdrop in on what Coach Bear is saying, and for them it's imperative to get the third. Get the third.
Yes.
The game becomes different. I was a huge hater of a 2-goal lead because I felt like I never felt comfortable because if they get one, they've gone from 2 to 1 and they've halved the lead, and it gives people a lot of hope. I mean, I know when I've been on that end, when we've been up or down 2-0 and we get one, it's kind of like, well, crap, if we can get one, we're going to get a second one, and we're going to tie this game up, and who knows what happens then.
I've had that feeling before, too. When you're
down, a lot of hope.
You're down 2-0, you score one. Now you feel like you almost scored a goal and a half. You almost feel like you're closer than 1 goal.
But that 3-0 deficit is sometimes can feel overwhelming in a situation that you can't really surmount. So
because now the clock becomes the 12th man on the field. Yeah. Like a handball to start.
Yeah. I think Marty forgot to put his whistle in. Probably surprised by it, just like we were.
Great work by Andrew Bonham there.
Nice job.
Yeah.
He's just you know what? Just every game we talk a little bit about him. He does something every game. He scores a goal. He has an assist. He wins big head balls.
That's right.
He just works. He's a scrapper. He just does what he need. What you need him to do.
He comes back, digs the ball out on defense. Yeah, I think he's really grown into himself as a player here this season. Yeah. Max Matarelli going to drop one in there,
Dangerous
just about
ball.
16 yards into the box. They're going to call. I think he was kind of waiting to see what was going to happen with whether there was going to be a counterattack from Richwoods.
Yeah, that's probably
I think that was a foul.
Yeah. No, it was a foul. They got tangled up, and he got tangled up in the wrong way, and kept the Richwoods defender from getting to where he wanted to go. So that's right. It's the right whistle.
Yep. Give him 2 seconds to see whether they could string something together. I think that ball was won by number 20, Leo Day. One of the few 50-50 balls that Richwoods won this game. It's one of the things Irish did really well in that first half. Irish going to get a throw in down there.
It doesn't really look like Richards has changed their formation at all, which is kind of surprising to me.
I have to wait and see for me.
And then maybe they've got a plan to do it. Hey, let's go 10-15 minutes and see how things go, and see if we can't play our style how we want to play it, and see if we can't get one.
Yeah, but, they put together long stretches of really good play in the first half, playing their normal way, their natural way.
Ooh.
Ben Ralph there.
Ben Ralph with the very slow reactions over there, and it looks like he has been, he's going to get behind somebody now.
Yeah, behind Val. I'm sure Val's going to help him.
Yeah.
Pretty sure he didn't bring his athletic support to the game.
I think he's not feeling very good right now. You can see the girls behind him kind of giggling, and I feel bad for him, but not that bad.
I know how he's feeling.
I feel okay. I'm glad it wasn't me.
I'm glad, too. Oh, the great throw in there by Kane, and then there we go again.
Once again, we're winning the balls in the area.
Well, guess who's winning it there? Again, Thatcher Hogan. Yeah. How many times has he been – he didn't really have anybody pressuring him on that one there. He just couldn't get quite on top of it. But great win. All right, Asen Wagner takes the goal kick for the Knights. All right, Knights need to string something together here pretty quick to get themselves, just get confidence and get feeling better about themselves.
Yeah.
Let that one roll across his body there. That was number 11.
And right now, I feel like Ben Ralph might have the hit of the game, so we may have to interview. Him afterwards.
There are sometimes in the game of soccer when you should be allowed to use your hands, and that was one of them. He really should have been able to protect himself. All right, Knights here going to try to.
That was honestly one of my fears, especially when the play would get around you, is like when I was coaching, you just don't want to take one off that area of your abdomen when you're trying to coach.
Tough to look cool and authoritative when you're on your hands and knees.
Yeah, it's tough, when you're trying to yell instructions out and you change octaves.
Hey, coach is a soprano now. All right, back to important things here. There's number 9.
Good point. Good job switching the point of attack here.
I like the way Nevin got rid of that ball exactly the right time. Good tackle there by number 24, Tanner Monrad. Wins the ball back for the Knights. 4 minutes gone here.
think he's probably just irritated. Ooh, that foul. Yeah, I think we're going to have a card thrown here.
Yeah. We got a jersey pull. We talked about not hearing anything from Danny Driscoll in the first half. Danny has obliged us to
Does he not card anybody?
insert himself. I don't think. I think he is thinks the lecture that the little.
See if the Irish can't get on the end of this one too.
Did a great job in the first half.
Oof.
A little push there by Caden
Little
Hudson.
shove.
Yep. Thought he wasn't going to get on it. Made sure that the Richwoods guy wasn't going to get on it either, and the ball just harmlessly goes through anyway. Not Caden's sneakiest move of this season.
No. Well, I mean,
Not a yellow
This-
card.
this
I
had-
think.
no,
I mean,
not a yellow card.
It's a foul. It's a plain and simple foul.
it's foul. You're trying to gain an advantage by kind of shoving him to someplace that you don't. that puts him in a position to not defend you. That's all.
Or be able to stand up.
Yeah.
Straight.
That too. When I say not being able to defend you, it's tough to defend when you're on the ground.
You're digging dirt out of your teeth. All right, the Irish looking to lock this ball back in off of that foul. And Richwoods has not been able to gain control of it. The Irish have it now. Dylan Stickelmeyer on the right side. Here to Fabi. Fabi didn't. I don't think Fabi made the connection he wanted there. That did not have the velocity on it he wanted.
It's not Fadi-like. Fabi is usually fabulous in that regard. Great tackle here. Enrique, I'm telling you, man, he's just so sneaky.
All right, the Irish keeping the pressure on here. Not pressure on the goal, but pressure on the back line by locking the ball in here into their offensive half. And as soon as I say that, we play the ball back. Good job of Max Matarelli there. There's another one for Fabi that kind of ballooned on him a little. Yeah.
A couple rough touches here for him, which is not like him very much. I think that was good tackle.
Ref had a good look at it. Yeah, it was a good job. That's Asa Wagner doing his center defender job there.
There's two guys going hard. I think, 10 just kind of took the blunt end of the kind of hip to hip.
Connor
doesn't
Benoit.
always feel good.
Yeah, I'm not saying it didn't hurt. Didn't hurt as much as Coach Ralph.
I think he's finally recovered.
I hope so. They're bringing oxygen over there. I wonder if that's for him. All right, gonna get a throw in here. Hudson throws it into the box. Oh, the Irish get ahead on it. Can't quite direct it on goal, though. Yep, that was terrific.
Oh, Enrique, if he would have stood up with that ball, I would have been amazed. That would have been a tough one. Richwoods kind of breaking out here with a little counter.
Yep, nice job there. That was number 20, Leo Day. Pressuring the Irish there, but eventually the Irish gain control back.
We're trying to jam the ball a little bit down the middle right now, which really isn't going to.
Yeah, that was a bit of a
doesn't
one-on.
work well for us.
There was only Caden there, and nobody else was going to be making a run. We're going to get a goal kick out of this. Be the first action for Dylan Bear this half for the Irish. Comes at the 32-40 mark.
A couple subs coming in for Richwoods here.
14, number 15 coming in. Number 15, Keith Perez with the starter. Jorge Velasquez, number 14, is the sub, but he did play quite a few minutes in the first half. 24, all over the place. Tanner Monrad taking a break. Irish going to eschew the goal kick and play it out of the back. It's a left-footed kick there. Joel McIntyre's.
Hurry up! Hurry up!
That finds the feet of Caden Hudson. Oh, good final touch there
Hey, Joe!
by the Brecken Cady, the Richwoods keeper there.
Yeah, just punched
He-
it out of bounds.
yeah.
Get it out of danger.
He was well on beat there. He was not well served by anybody else in his team there. They allowed Caden a free run. It's not a card. We got blood
Might
on
be
the
blood.
Yeah, I mean, blood on the uniform, blood or a cut. Clock is stopped. Sub will be allowed to come in. That's Nate Boyer coming out. I hope Tanner Monred enjoyed his 17 seconds on the bench there. Sure you got a full meal and a Gatorade in to come back in.
Good ball.
The ball falls again. Oh, nobody can get a foot on it though from the Irish.
I think a lot of these Irish are allowed to win a lot of these balls. We've been putting them in the 6 because, you know, I think they're just, their keeper's unwilling to kind of come out and win those balls in that area. I'd like to see us get the ball out here to the right side and watch Stickelmeyer work. You know, I think he always does a nice job.
Yeah, we
He's
haven't
able to beat guys. We haven't called his name much, but we haven't got the ball out here to him in a situation where he can go one-on-one.
Look to the side.
It's going to be a goal kick for the Irish here.
Fabio, you have 2 guys.
Last couple minutes is the best bit of pressure that Richwoods has put on the Irish here in the second half. The first half they had some stretches.
That one of their center backs is getting more into the mix here, and you can see he's kind of coming back now. But
I think that's Asa Wagner, number 5. Yeah.
He's getting more into the midfield, and they're pushing him forward a little bit more.
Nope, Irish play with the ball a little bit too much there. Max Mattarelli, and the pressure put on by number 15 just came back into the game. Keith Perez causes a first corner kick for Richwoods.
Yeah.
Of the game. Will be taken by in this left corner by Ray Contreras. All right, the Irish have had some trouble with corner kicks when they're the defensive team. This comes at 30 minutes.
Yeah, we got a guy unmarked on the goal line. I mean, we have to be on him. Somebody's got to be behind him. And I know sometimes you don't want to waste a body on that guy, but you have to.
Yeah.
Because he's going to be able to go and flick balls. Now we've got somebody with him, so that's good.
That first corner kick led immediately to a second corner kick. But the Irish deal with it. Sorry, I got a little frog in my throat.
Oh, wow.
That was a serious pass back and really handled well by Kate. That's not something you work on. You do not put your goalie through that in practice.
Hey, we're going to drive balls at your throat.
Yeah.
And you can't use your gloves.
He absolutely did an amazing job of controlling that ball and then getting his foot on it.
I think the defender from Richwoods had no idea how close he was, and he was just trying to hit a ball back there and then was like, oh, boy.
Yeah. Katie was coming out to try to make it easier for him.
Yeah. And he made it hard on himself. Here we go.
Nope, that ball's a...
It's frustrating.
Yeah, I don't know.
Give a ball away.
Kaden was thinking that the middle fielders were going to press
not sure.
up.
You know, I would have.
That was a good ball. That ball takes him a little bit wide.
Doing a nice job of kind of creating some, 2v1s on the flank against us. Oh.
Keith Perez, who was doing the good work there, number 15. They're going to try to crack off a shot there. That was number 10. He got blocked, though. It was Connor Benway. The Irish did a good job of staying in front of him.
We're still not doing a very good job of finding this right side. I mean, I couldn't tell you the last time that he's had a productive, touch.
Yeah. What's also doing is there's a first shot on goal. It's not on frame. It's going to be a goal kick for the Irish. I don't believe anybody got a touch on it. One of the things that's going to do with Dylan, you can see it now, is it's going to pull him towards the middle of the field.
Yeah.
He's not going to be on the right side anymore because he's going to be hungry for touches. He's going to be starved for touches. And so, he's natural. He's just going to drift to a more central position. All right, 27.5 minutes go when Dylan Bear takes this kick, drives it. Enrique is going to win this first ball. Ace Wagner is going to get a yellow for interacting with the crowd there. He runs right off. He knew it. He sidled around there for a couple side steps, and I don't know if he said something, but he was certainly egging him on. So he goes off. He's a big loss if he's out for more than a minute or two. Number 17 comes in.
Is that Wagner? They just left.
Carter Rogers. Yeah, that's Wagner, number 5. He's been a big part of most of the good stuff that's happened for Richwoods tonight. Well, the Irish get a free kick out of this. They can drop this into the box. That one is won by Richwoods. Max Manuel threw that in. Couldn't find an Irish body part, though. We're down to 27 minutes. Irish still have the 2-goal lead that they came out of halftime with. Oh, that's a good find. Good find by Fabi, yeah. That's the passes mostly we were looking for. Here's Andrew. Still fighting his way in there.
Still got, ooh, I think he took up.
Yep. 2 guys going for the ball, nothing in it.
I don't know.
Andrew pops up, walks off. We just got to rake down the shins there a little bit. They give the keeper a lot of leeway in that situation. Going for the ball and protecting him. I didn't see much into it. Not that it didn't hurt. We'd have to look at it again later on.
I felt like he might have been cleats up coming in at him. You know, because he went in weird. You know, most keepers, you're going to put your chest on the ball.
Yeah.
I felt like he went in.
He went in more like
cleats
a
up a
baseball
little
slide.
bit.
More like a baseball slide. Yeah. That,
which is dangerous.
Yeah. Punts the ball. Ooh, Irish win it, but it goes straight to the thigh of the Knights.
Ball's starting to bounce a little different direction now.
Yeah, it is. You know, the soccer gods tend to do that.
See what? Ball's kind of bouncing to them a little bit.
Yeah, see Richwoods starting to crack off shots from distance here. They're just trying to do anything they can to change the tenor of this game. Dylan Bear went out there and played a ball that.
That's getting, you know, we talked about this in the first half. This game will get chippy. You know what I mean? At some point, in my mind, it always ends up being chippy when one team decides, I know I'm not going to beat you, but I am going to beat you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then it gets,
it
gets odd.
Yeah, I can't make you miserable on the scoreboard.
Right.
But I can make you miserable.
And so we're starting to see a little bit of this. And I'll be honest, our kids at Notre Dame are not going to back down to it. You know, they will reciprocate more than likely as well.
Yep.
You know, we've played some big time schools, some big time players that have tried to deal out some punishment to us in the course and the flow of the game, and we have stood up to it and handed it right back to them. So we're not going to be intimidated by that. In fact, we might relish it, to be quite honest.
We've played some small time petty schools too that tried to do the same thing.
Yep. Look at that speed.
Oh, look at that. That is.
Oh, big save. That's a great save. Way to come out and get big.
It was. It was.
I think he tried to just hammer it a little bit too much, and I think, you know, he looks back at that, just a little touch over the top of him, a little chip.
Enrique looked like he'd been shot out of a cannon that entire sequence.
Kid's fast, man.
Oh,
somebody's going to get him. Somebody's going to recruit him and get him, and they're going to really like him, because I feel like he's a kid that is going to – he's nowhere near his maturity right now. You know, I think you're going to see him like in the next 2 years. He's going to get into a college weight room, and he's going to get into that type of training, and he's going to turn into a different body, and he's going to be fast and strong. And
if they get him somewhere and redshirt him, the guys who are actually playing that year are just going to hate that he's not on the field with him, and they have to deal with him in practice.
Yep.
He has that sort of ceiling. I think you're right. All right, speaking of ceilings, the Irish would like to push theirs up to a 3-goal lead here instead of this 2-goal lead they have.
I feel like we've been a little bit complacent since the half started. Like, hey, we're up 2-0. It was easy. We'll probably get a couple more here, and it hasn't been easy.
No,
you know, things have not gone our way in terms of possession, and we're like slow to react to that ball. I mean, I don't get on Dylan Stickelmeyer very often, and probably never have all year, but I felt like he was a little lazy getting to that ball, and we have to have more energy to kind of hold the balls in here. I mean, it's important to hold balls in here.
Can that be a function of the fact that he's not seeing the ball?
Probably, like
you get a little.
You kind of look at it psychologically, like, well, if I go get that ball, what am I going to be able to do with it?
No, he's not. I mean, he's not as warm. He's not as engaged because he's just not.
Yeah. We have ignored the right side. And normally we ignore, normally most teams ignore the left side.
Yeah, we've done that this season too. All right, goal kick for the Irish. It's going to be kept in by Caden Hudson. Finds Andrew Bonham with it.
Bonham doing a nice job. I mean, he's played well tonight. I mean,
Yeah.
He's been solid for us. Just, you know, he's not going to, nothing flashy about him at all, but just solid, holding on to it, winning balls.
I look for him to crank off one of his patented 27, 28-yard attempts.
It's the first ball we haven't won in the area.
Caden Hudson, the man who threw it in, is now the man trying to serve it back in. A little too much. There you go. Got rid of it. Irish throw that one in. It's a bad hop, but it's going to go in. Oh, it took that horrible hop in front of the goalkeeper about a yard in front of him. It's so hard to deal with. Plus, he had traffic, Irish bodies, and his own defenders in front of him. And the ball finds the corner of the right goal.
Well, and I think you talked a little bit about it earlier. You know, there's just enough dampness and dew on there that that ball normally pops up. And what happens now is it skips.
Got to him quicker.
You know, and he's got his hands up thinking it's coming up to my midsection or it's coming up to my knees, and it just stayed underneath him, you know.
Yeah, he never got his hands on it.
I mean, that's why a lot of times, you know, you see these goalkeepers use that shovel dive where they go forward with their chest to get it. And, you know, because they're going to stay low and keep it in front of them.
Going to meet that ball, All right. That comes at 21-48 for the restart here. The Irish now with a 3-0 lead. See, Lehman comes in. Braden Lehman comes in. Enrique gets a well-deserved rest over there. He will take a pretty much a like-for-like replacement. I might have Lehman playing over here in the right midfield instead of the left. But other than that, it looks like nothing else changed. That's Lehman.
Freshman?
Yes. He is a freshman. Got some time, maybe the Danville game you couldn't get to, or the Central game you couldn't get to. We had a 5 o'clock start. He played more than a few minutes, varsity minutes in that game. Whatever game it was that.
St. Mark's kid.
Oh, yeah. Marksman. Uplands guy. Asa Wagner is too. He started in the Uplands there, not too far from our home compound. There's Sticklemeyer on the ball.
No Summit Boulevard, but
well, no.
To each his own.
Yeah, dangerous play.
Yeah, we're gonna get indirect there.
Yeah, dangerous play playing the ball on the ground. It's not dangerous to the man. It's dangerous to the man who's playing the ball on the ground. It's not dangerous to anybody standing around him. So Max Manarelli will have indirect free kick. It just simply means it can't score directly from it. It has to be touched by somebody else before it can find the goal. Does it have to be touched by a teammate, or can it be anybody?
Could go off of them.
Could you drive it right at the wall?
You could drive it off the wall.
Okay.
Yep. As long as somebody touches it. You could hit it at the goalkeeper and he could fumble it into the goal. Just can't score directly.
Just can't score directly from it. Sort of like a corner kick you can't score, or a throw in.
Yep.
Used to have a sort of all-state, all-American soccer player for Central, Steve Dempsey. He was a butterfly, was his state ranking like that. He had shoulders the size of my car, and he could throw the ball in from the sideline into the back of the net.
That is those butterfly guys. They are monsters.
He was strong from the sternum up, let me tell you. All right, under 2 minutes. Under 2 minutes, under 20 minutes. Sorry about that.
Where has the time gone?
Where has the time gone? Where have my math skills gone? There's something in the tens box. All right, looks like Caden is standing over this. Is he going to take his? Nope, he's going to make the run. Oh, the Irish just miss it. That was beautifully done. Beautifully delivered by Max Manarelli.
I think we got a corner out of that.
Going to say it took a deflection. The header just to the outside of the post. The left post there. That was going. I love the things that look like they come straight from the training ground. straight from practice.
And I love this.
You love the short kick.
I'm not a huge fan, but that one was well played. You know, they actually got that guy in. That's what the thing is. You have to be at 10 yards, and it's really to your advantage to be at 10 yards if somebody's trying to play you quick short like that, because you can see it all. But when you do something silly and go close to them like that, now the 2v1 is it's on, and you're gonna, as long as you make the right first pass, you're in on them.
Yeah, taking yourself out of the play.
Yep.
Joel McIntyre looking to serve the ball in here.
Good ball.
Gets it into Nathan Aller, gets his head on it. The Irish will retain possession on the throw in here. Sticklemeyer on the right side. Gets the ball into Lehman. A little heavy touch.
For the Knights, number 6, Logan Romero, and number 18, Matt Ford.
A little surprised Wagner hasn't re-entered the game. You know, he's been out about, what, 10 minutes from that yellow card?
Yeah, maybe not quite that long, but it seems like it. He's been out for a while.
This is such a vital part of the defense in midfield. You know, he was the one defender in the first half that was coming up.
Oof.
No, there is in the game. They have him playing. There you go. I just missed him. He's in center defender.
Oh, is he back?
Yeah, he's back there.
Oh, I see him now.
He's been back there for a while. He must have had his shoulders turned the whole time I was scanning the field looking for him. All right, 17 minutes to go when this is put back into play. Goal kick for the Knights.
Irish done a nice job of just kind of locking it in on their half at this point. It's been a few since Richwoods has even crossed midfield.
Yeah.
That goal really took a lot of life out of them.
It is so mentally and emotionally draining. They had to, you know, not that the Knights were playing the Irish even in the second half, but they were playing them to a 0-0 draw in the second half, and you take some hope from that. You take some comfort for the future, and you take a good job pressing there by number 11 and get the ball back. Brian Pimentel.
The tough thing here is Fabi did not open up and come back, so he's trying to play the ball to him, but the angle is really taken away by that guy pressing.
Yeah.
You know, Fabi's got to come back and get open. You know, basically he's got to be the one to create the passing line.
Yeah, he doesn't have the ball in the hand. He's the one who has to create the pass. Or ball on his foot. Not going to be a throw in. One of the few times Richards has made a deep penetration into the Irish offensive third here. Got a couple corners earlier in the half. Nothing came out of them. Throwing some subs in here. By the time I get things sorted out, it'll be under 15 and a half minutes to go. The 3-0 Big 12 Conference lead for the Peoria Notre Dame Irish over the visiting Peoria Richwoods Knights. Nothing comes of that throw-in except a throw-in for the Irish. We're going to have a sub in. Enrique Zamora comes back in. Going to give Dylan Sticklemeyer a break. Looks like Enrique's going to play on the right side now, but play up top instead of playing in the midfield. A little slip there.
Cannot give balls away there.
It was just a slip on the ball. I don't know why 22
I don't
is looking
really
for
know
his,
what he's. There was no engagement there at all, aside from he took a slip.
Dylan Bear is going to come up 20 yards out of his box to take this kick. Dylan is more than capable of dropping this into the top of the box, which is what he's doing there. Enrique's looking to run onto it. Got Teddy LaHood into the game now too.
Oof.
Oh, Andrew Bonham takes a whack at it, drags it a little wide left.
Man, it almost like he had too much time.
Yeah. Dylan's always looking to score from that 18 to 80-yard range. 18 to 25. He's more than capable of doing it too. All right, Richwoods pops the ball in here. Number 22,
Well
Benny
done by
Bangus
Dylan.
taking control of his area. 13.5 minutes to go. All right. There's no Irish. Okay, did not go to that ball. He just let Richwoods defender win it. Hearing it from the coaches. Richwoods probing, trying to get something going here. They have everybody on their offensive half of the field, trying to keep this ball in, or press to get it back if they lose it.
Well, Irish, if they get their hands on it, they need to counter quickly.
Yeah, they got the speed up top.
They got speed, and it's even numbers.
Yep.
Good tackle there.
Good job. And Asa Wagner coming back in. He's the one who took the shot that got blocked initially by the Irish, and he's the one who comes back and makes the defensive tackle.
Who was that?
Is that Bonham that's down there?
I think it is. Solid kid.
Oh, yeah. Hard challenges.
He'll work it out.
He will work it out. It's easy for us to say.
No, I feel like he's just trying to work it out here.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if he cramped a little bit or if it just, yeah, it looks like he's back. A little gallop here.
You'll remember that. Creeping down we're under 12 minutes to go in this 3-0 Irish lead. And we got in Caden Hudson going in.
He's in.
1v1. He's got guys helping. Oh, he cracks off a shot.
Yeah.
Just a little high. It was not wide.
He
would have been on frame if it was underneath the crossbar. He does not need much room to crack off that shot from the right or left foot. I think Andrew Bonham is taking a knee there. He's going to come out. Yeah, he's taking probably a little more serious of a knock than we had hoped. Nevin Liebert comes in, sort of a like-for-like replacement there. Maybe Nevin might be a little more defensive-oriented, but he's capable of excellent things on both sides of the ball, just like Bonham is. Nice thought there by the Knights.
Getting chippy.
Well, we're at the 11-minute mark. There were probably not 3 goals in the last 11 minutes for Richwoods in their Easter basket, so they want the Irish to remember something about this game, other than the final score.
Let's keep working. Don't be lackadaisical. You don't need to drop too much.
Okay, Hudson's going to earn the foul there. That's just a great job of just working, knowing that if he can turn, he's going to get fouled. This is in a very dangerous position if you're a Knight supporter.
Yeah, this is a good spot. I like the angle.
Yeah.
I like that we can do about 3 or 4 different things with it.
Last time Max and Caden stood over it, and Max is the one who took it. Caden made a dummy run. Let's see what they got here now. One extra guy standing over there. I think that's Nevin. Looks for all the world like Caden's going to take this one again, unless they run the exact same play. Tried to drive it low, right into the wall.
Same result.
Same result.
Wall.
Wall did its job. All right, we're going to get a new goalkeeper coming in.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, and Declan Shooters coming back into the game. Braden Lehman coming out. Braden did a fine job when he was in there. Breck and Katie did a pretty good job while he was in there. He made some nice saves. He was under a lot of duress, particularly in that first half. Didn't look like he took a knock, but
No, sometimes that's about preservation of numbers. You know, you're looking at something, you don't feel good about how the rest of the game's going to go. You know, your guys had a good year, your gals had a good year.
yeah, you don't want them to.
You don't want to damage some postseason stuff.
Yeah, you don't want the game.
I'll be honest, I've done it.
You don't want the game lingering. Yeah. All right, there's a familiar name. Aiden Della Valle coming in. Junior Rocco.
Yeah, I think Nate has put his subs in to kind of say, hey, I know what the result is, and you know, feel free to do the same, Notre Dame.
Asa Wagner there.
Now I think you're seeing the rest of them
not being subbed out. He might be subbed out here. Cranked a shot off there, wide right the entire way.
Number 14, Jorge Vasquez, and number 15, Keith Perez.
All right. Be down just north of the 8-minute mark remaining. 3-0 Irish lead. 2 in the first half. 1 fairly early in the second half. And the Irish are seeing the game out from there. Get a foul on Caden Hudson there. Richwoods earns the free kick. Irish have Teddy LaHood in the game, Declan Schuler in the game. Off the bench.
Notre Dame's got quite a few subs in as well.
Yeah.
Probably think about getting Caden out. You know, this last 7.5, who knows what happens. Game's, for the most part, out of reach.
I know Caden would probably like to score, but there are more important things.
Yep.
Playing the ball out of the back again. Trying to do most of the night. Teddy LaHood lays it off to Fabi. Teddy gets it back. Can't keep it in. Just a little short of Declan Schuler. Good win by Asa Wagner. Eventually finds the foot of Caden Hudson again, though. 6.5 minutes, generally. Oops. Just a little slip over there by Richwoods. Knights gives the ball. It's Enrique again, just.
Yeah, see here, I mean, golly.
Yeah, picked up a knot. It's like an ankle.
At this point, like, let's get him out.
Clock is stopped here for the Enrique Zamora injury timeout. 6:17 to go. I think David Joseph will be coming in for him. Hopefully, Enrique has just picked up something that's going to be a bruise in the morning.
It could be a cramp.
Yeah.
Weather's turn. It might be a cramp.
Yeah, it might be a cramp. Anything can cause a cramp. I just didn't like the way Enrique went down. Hate it when you guy pounds the ground. It usually means it's something a little more serious than but you never know. It could just be that it hurts like heck. As cramps do. Telling thing will be how he walks off or jogs off. Whether he's doing it under his own power or whether he's leaning on him. You know, your losses, Enrique, earlier in the season, right? He was out with a few.
Yeah, hamstring.
Yeah, with a hamstring, that's right.
Which, same leg, looks like they're looking at.
Yeah.
It's coming up.
Unfortunately, the only thing that helps hamstrings is time.
Rest.
And rest.
Ice.
Which.
Compression.
We got a lot of ice, heat, and compression. What we don't have is the rest and the time. He's walking a little stiff over there. We'll see what Monday brings for him. It's only done tonight. Survived the last 6:17 without him. Enrique has been a force of much consternation for the Richwoods defense tonight.
Good step.
Evan Liebert finds Caden Hudson. Caden stays up.
He's got to hit that. I mean,
yeah,
just
first time. Yeah.
Once you cleared the first guy, let's have a hit.
Yeah. Whether you get a deflection out of it or whatever like that, yeah, you gotta do it. And Caden stayed on. He's gonna earn a corner kick. Yep. Looks like he's gonna stay right there and take it. Plays it short. Why not? Max Matarelli was being trailed by his. Well, the foul was called by the
linesman.
AR.
Had it.
Yep, the AR had it up immediately. Center ref decides there wasn't anything to it. I thought it was a foul. Well, he clearly extended his elbow into his back once he was beaten. It was outside. It wasn't a penalty. It was outside the box, but would have been a dangerous spot.
We would have liked to have had it.
We would have. Find Declan shooting out here. See if Declan's gonna. Let's see Declan. When he finds Teddy LaHood there, Teddy can take a shot. Tries.
Ah, don't call for somebody else. Go get it.
Yeah. Declan was staying wide for good reasons. Trying to stay out of Teddy's way, give him more space to work. Andrew Bonham back in the game. That's good to see. He was the first Irish stalwart to go off. He's going to do his long throw here, but instead of into the box, he finds Max Matarelli in the back line. Max fires off a shot. See what comes of it.
Yeah, I'm looking at our bench, and we don't have many reserves tonight. We got guys that I didn't realize were on crutches.
We don't have Sebastian. We don't have Tommy.
Yeah, Sebastian, I just noticed. Tommy's out. And then we got other guys that, freshmen, probably not quite ready for it.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 or 3, but really we've gone through the guys that we're going to use, or have been gone through. They're either out there now or they just came off.
Yeah, a function of the physicality of soccer, particularly when you're more than halfway through the season. That was a great job by Declan Schuler getting on that. Just couldn't quite find its way past the goalie. Or past the goal line, rather. 3:45 to go. Irish seeing out a 3-0 victory over their cross-city rivals, the Richwoods Knights. This result will bring Richards to 3-3-1 in the conference. Move the Irish to, what are we? That would be 6-1. 6-1, right? We got
6-1, yeah.
6 victory. We have the loss to Northern West. All right.
Danger.
Yep. Good job, Andrew Bonham. Checks back into the game and finds himself in the middle of everything and wins the Irish a dangerous free kick right at the top of the D. As the clock slips under 3 minutes. The Richwoods wall helpfully moves sideways there when they were asked to move backwards. Max Matarelli, no, we got Joel McIntyre, sneaks it in. Oh, does a great job with his left foot.
Wow.
Throws it in low and bending towards the far post. Bananas into the back of the net, giving the Irish their 4th goal of the game, evening up the scoring. 2 in the first half, 2 in the second half. Comes at the 2:39 mark. Boy, that was
a beautiful.
That was just brutally efficient.
I mean,
brutally efficient.
Just bent it right around the wall into the side netting.
Yeah.
I had no chance.
No, their wall has done a good job, but he just avoided it there. Yeah, goalkeeper had no chance here. Even Caden Hudson off now.
I'm sure Caden doesn't want to leave the game, but
nope, he understands.
He needs to leave the game.
He does need to leave the game, yes, particularly now it's 4-0.
I'd venture to say that I would want Bonham off as well. Sticklemeyer.
Well, who do you throw on though?
I mean, yeah, that's the problem.
Said,
we just
don't. Brought it up.
We don't have the bench right now. We're beat up, and I mean, it's wishful thinking right now. Me saying I want those guys off, and I'm not saying, hey, Coach Barry needs to get these guys off. We don't have the guys to take them off right now. We're trying to rotate as best we can.
Oh, good job, David Joseph, making a great run of the far post there. Just couldn't quite get there. Good job by the keeper coming out. Under the 2-minute mark now. 2 goals in the first half for the Irish. Now their 2nd goal in the second half. That adds up to the 4-0 lead that's on the scoreboard.
Very decisive victory tonight for the Irish, and obviously it's not quite over, but I'm I was a betting man, I'd say we're going to finish this one out.
Like you going out on the limb like that with the analysis. We appreciate it.
But I mean, it's really decisive. I mean, we've come back. I mean, it's a perfect antidote
to whatever ailed us on Tuesday.
You know, that's and to think that the West game is not an emotional game, you're fooling yourself, because for whatever reason, there's always that. I don't know, it's the coaching staff there, or what that our staff and their staff don't get along, so to speak, and you know, so it gets emotional, that game too, and then to have this game to kind of end out your week can be very, very taxing.
Yeah, the Irish scrambling here to keep a clean sheet. There's a good intervention there by somebody on the defense.
I don't know who that hit. I couldn't see.
Yeah, it looks like the ball played them more than they played the ball. Though.
Somebody is. I don't know if that's the guy that got hit by the ball or what, but
Joel. Looks like
somebody's
Joel.
Down.
It looks like Joel McIntyre. Comes at 40 seconds to go. Again, the problem of Joel would be another guy in perfect world you would have taken out. Yeah, the vital central defender.
If you could have done it, you would have. But
fortunately, the Irish have Sunday. Nothing to do. Teddy LaHood's going to come in and probably pull Joel off, I assume, is the idea.
Yeah.
I didn't see anybody else come on when Teddy came on. Come off when Teddy came on.
He's the sub, it looks like, and then not sure. I can't really tell what they're looking at on Joel.
Yeah, well, Joel bent over. I thought maybe he had lost his wind.
That's kind of what I was thinking too. Like he's a guy that ball smacked, but maybe he got caught up with somebody. Looks like he's gonna get up.
Something leg related.
Something down.
He caught a. Yeah. He caught his. You know, sometimes the ball ricochets to you so hard, and you're not ready for it. You don't have your ankle braced for it. Yeah. You can bend that foot back. You know that better than I do. You know, with 40 seconds to go, you can also just play with 9 or 10 men, and not throw one of your guys out there to pick up a knock with 40 seconds to go. Coach Danny Burke's getting his steps in, just checking on his injured players here, and doing a little triage work in the last 6 minutes between Enrique, Andrew, and now Joel. Joel doesn't make it back to the bench. They sit him down, have a little bit more look at that leg. You know, I like this, right? It would be very easy. Irish just kick that ball into the parking lot and go like that, but they strung 3 passes together.
Yeah. But sometimes the easiest way to kill it, you know, is just to possess it.
Oh, yeah.
You know. Problem is, you better play quick.
Yeah, they will. Yeah, you don't be caught on the ball in the last 15 seconds of a game when the opponent's down 4-0. Irish throwing one last, and they're going to get a goal out of it. Literally at the death of the game. Going to say it doesn't count.
He's saying it didn't get in there.
It didn't count.
Didn't count. Oh, it counts in our hearts.
It does count in our hearts because the Irish, literally Irish played to the final whistle. Scored at the death of the game. It will not count.
Yeah.
No, but it's a good thing it wasn't a 3-3 game. That would be something we'd be talking about.
Oh, boy.
But it wasn't a 3-3 game. It was a 4-0 game. It's nice to see the Irish end on a perfectly executed thing. I just said it was 40 seconds ago. The Irish stringing passes together, get a great service in. And I didn't even notice who scored, but it was a beautiful header.
That was a great ball.
Put it back where it came from. It was just, absolutely beautiful. The execution and everything. But that's going to end us tonight. The Irish with a big 4-0 victory. Nice response from the Irish after their first loss of the season in conference, or the first loss of the season total, let alone in conference. Beat Richwoods Knights, our visitors from just on the other side of the neighborhood, really. Convincing fashion, 2 goals in the first half, 2 goals in the second half. Clean sheet for the Irish defenders and goalie Dylan Bear. Boy, a lot of good things to take away from this. We hope the injuries that we saw at the end weren't a part of any sort of chippiness or anything. It was just guys playing. It was Enrique, Andrew, and especially Joel, who's still being looked at over here. Hope he's okay. Our next broadcast, we'll be able to give you some updates on these guys. This is Rob Kenny on behalf of my partner, Matt Blackford. and our technical wizards, Aaron Cunningham and Stephen Bradshaw. We thank you for listening to us. We thank our sponsors for sponsoring it and allowing us to do this. We will see you in our next broadcast. Bye-bye.